Hello everyone. In this video, we will see that through this academic excellence tool, how in a very good way we can pull out the reports from a management point of view for the entire school. It could be from the class perspective, it could be from the faculty perspective, or even it could be from the student perspective. So currently on the screen, you're seeing the reports which are having a different parameters here. Now the first report which you can see it is about the assessment score, where you can see a scoring meter indicating at 80%, and here on the top you can see different colors, poor, average and good, and according to that it's being measured here. Similarly, in this particular representation you can see that this overall whole performance of 80%, this is of assessment year 2020-21, and in comparison to the last year there's a dip of 39%. So that particular comparison as well, you can see it here. Further bifurcation in the downstairs, you can see that 82% of the boys have passed, 72% of the girls have passed, and in the boys there's an increase of 11%. However, in the girls there's a decrease of the 39% from the passing one comparison to the last year. So such type of a first claim of a comparative report is being very good available here on this particular tool. Speaking about the second part here you can see it's about the course coverage, that whatever the course has been covered till now, what is that percentage? And in the graph, you can see the lines of two different color. One is like a little grayish one you can see, which is like an expected one. Another one is in a dark blue color, which you can see it out here. And this really shows that what was supposed to be expected about the course completion and what is the real scenario, and then accordingly we can get the complete trend that okay, this is the variance gap is there, there's a variance analysis, and accordingly the faculty can go ahead and take the actions accordingly. Similarly, assessment quality, so whatever the assessment that has been conducting, what is their quality, so we can see the difficulty level, is it like being good here? Okay, and again, what is the course representation? It's being balanced. How about the cognitive level? That is the respective the understanding level, analytical level. So those has been defined out here. And in the similar way, we have about the exam attendance and the overall results that has been shown in the first phase here. Proceeding further with the next set of reports here. So the next report available is about the top performing students. Now this whole particular report will present the list of all the students who are performing very good. Here you can see the name of student, their respective class and section, their total score, the respective subject in which they are doing good. Even we have also provided another subject in which they need to work upon. Like as for example, for the example of Benedict, you can see it here. So they are performing good in Hindi. However, it comes to the other part, still they need to perform it in a more better way. Moving ahead to the next thing is about the board merit prediction. Now in the previous one, as we have seen about the top performing students, now on that particular thing, especially for the board examinations of class 10th and 12th, there's a board merit prediction list also. It can be pulled out from our academic excellence tool here. Now here you can see the name of the students, the respective class, the total scores, and the fourth column is about the gap to bridge. Now in case of Benedict, already it's in merit. However, when it comes to Fatima, that's the third student, it requires 2% more of marks. And in the similar way, whoever students require like a little bit more effort to get into that merit list, the respective analytical things get mentioned out here. Similarly, the last column is about the comment one, where it says that what is being good or what is being things needs to be worked about to a particular student. Now you can see that this the third last student, Thakurjeet, can improve in economics and accountancy, and hence there's a gap of 8% coming to that merit part here. So this really gives a very strong go ahead figures that okay, these are the students we need to work upon, and if they will fill out these gaps, if they will work upon on these particular factors, they can also get to be a part of the merit results in their board examination. Coming to the next parts, now after the students, the next thing that comes from the management point of view about the top performing teachers or the faculties. How the teachers are performing depends upon the progress of their class. And here we can see the name of all the faculties, the teachers here, the total number of classes which they are taking, that has been mentioned out here, the respective class in the subject. So we can see the subject out here. How about the course completion thing? Now again, in the case of the second teacher, Sebastian, so they have taken class 10th A Hindi and the course completion is 90% they have completed. Now the next column is the assessment taken, how many assessments they have taken so far, that the entire report card of number of assessment will reflect here. What is the result percentage? The next column shows the result percentage, that in these assessments, what was the percentage of the results that students have got it. And the last one is the average attendance in the exam. How many students, what was that percentage of appearing out the students into these respective exams? So the entire chart really shows the complete glimpse of the teacher, that whatever they have completed so far, assessments taken, the results, and of course the attendance of the students into their exam. And this really helps the management to give a proper feedback to the respective teachers. Moving towards the next report, it's about the class-wise performance. Now here in this particular thing, you will see that, okay, what is the overall class-wise performance? Like here we can see 82% of the boys have performed as an average score, and which is like an increase of 11% from last year. Speaking about the elaborative part of this particular table, so if we'll come down, so for the respective academic year, we have the list of the faculties here. Now here we have the respective class, sections, the name of the faculty, total number of students that comes under this faculty, those are being mentioned here, course completed one, and then after that, from the assessment taken, there's a comparative figures shown out here. Now you can see for the first teacher, Benedict, the assessment taken is 20, which is an increase of 11% that of the last year. Similarly, average attendance in exam is 87%, which is again 11% more than the previous year. Current assessments here, average score is 87%, which is again 11% more than the last year. And the last one is the best subject, which is the mathematics. So in the similar way, for each and every teacher, we can see the number of assessments, the average, and simultaneously we can see the comparative one, where there's an increase of last year, where there's a drop of last year. Now here you can see right from Joseph, there's a drop of 11% from assessment taken, then even from average attendance in exam, and of course the current assessment year average score as well. So like this, a complete analysis can be done. It can be seen even in the faculty wise, that the where the teachers are going up and down, and with the proper feedback, the things can be worked out very smoothly here. Moving towards the next report, which is being about the key areas to focus. Now, till now, we have seen up that, okay, where are we lacking, where the things are not going fine. Now, the next thing that report comes up, it's about like how good we can focus upon the areas here. Now, the first table here, it shows the first parameter in which we need to focus is about the low course completion assessment and the poor results. So this really table gives the complete report card of the teacher, that where they are lacking in terms of course completion assessment, and the results are not as far as they should be expected here. Now here in this again, we have the class and section, we have the subject name, we have the name of the teacher, then again the YTD, that is the year till date course completion. So what is the respective percentage that the course has been completed, then the YTD year till date assessment, number of assessments taken, and of course the respective results. And then accordingly, a complete analytical and a comparative thing can be seen out here, and the feedback can be given to the teachers. Moving towards the next parameter about this working out areas. The next one is the exam results long pending. So it's been like very long for those teachers who have not declared the results yet, and it's really going to impact in the performance and the students as well. Now here again, we can see the class and section, the subject, teacher, examination date, and since how many days the result has been pending. Now for class 10C, we can see in Hindi, so exam date was on 5th February 2020, and last since 20 days the result has been pending. Similarly goes for the English, last 42 days. So that's like a pretty long period, and the results should have been declared by this particular time. The next parameter is about the no assessment for a very long time. So it is equally, as you understand it very well, that for any of the class, timely assessment is very required to capture the progress of the students here. Now here in this particular table, it shows that since how many days there has been no test, no assessment conducted for the class, where you can see the maximum English is 42 days, Hindi is for 20 days. So this again gives a complete glimpse of the teachers, that where they need to work upon and where are they lacking, and one should work upon that so that the things can get controlled in a timely manner. Moving towards the next report that we have it here is about the class-wise performance detail. So where on the top you can see the different glimpse, like of the 25 of the total students, out of which 16 are girls, 19 are boys. 6 subjects, and 62% is the mean average score. Coming down, speaking about the table here. So here we can see that over a class as per the faculty wise, how they are performing. Now here you can see the list of the subject, the respective teacher who are taking the subject, what is the percentage of the course completion, the assessment taken, and the average attendance in the exam. And similarly, there's an average score, highest score, and the low scores pertaining to that. So now here you're seeing that on the one side, we are speaking about the course completion, average attendance. Similarly, here in the same table only, we are also speaking about the number of scores that has been scored into that particular examination. What was the highest score? What was the lowest scores? So like a complete comparison can be seen out in this particular table. Moving down towards our next report, which is like a class level subject detail view. So here again, you can see the different class wise detail view where you can get the idea of the, first of all, the subjects here on the top where you can see maths, Hindi, English, social science. Then you have the name of the respective subject teachers of those subjects. And below you can see the number of assessments taken, the average score of that assessment, who have been the topper students for these respective subjects and teachers. And similarly below you will see the list of the other students with the respective marks here. Now here you can see the marks in a different colors, and on the top if you'll see it out here that with the blue color one it's like 90% and plus. With this one green color it's like a first division, this one is second division, third division, and fail. And the same colors are being represented here as per the respective marks here. So like a complete uh, sort of a merged report card of the teachers and the students into this one table so that a complete comparative and an analytical picture can come in front of the management. Moving towards the next thing, which is about the chapter wise and the student wise performance details. Now here you will see the list of the name of all the students and as per the chapter wise what their performance has been into. Now here on the first column, the name of the students will come up here. And in the second column, you have the chapter names or the chapter number, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these students have scored this much of marks into the assessment of these particular chapters. So below you can see the chapter wise totaling of the scores here. Similarly, here on the right hand side, you can see the student wise overall scores which they have gained so far in the assessments here. Now the next is about the results overview. Now, as we discussed earlier that we have seen that the different parameters of the faculty report and the faculty report card, that how they have been performing. Similarly, in this particular table, we have done a sort of a comparison of the current figure versus what was there in last year. Like you can see it here in the name of the faculty. Now let's say the second faculty, Sebastian. So their first division of this year, particular student, 90% of the students have got the first division, which is a comparison of 11% increase than of the last year. Same goes for the second, third, and even for the failed 1 years. Similarly, from Joseph, you can see that again, this has been like a drop. First division is 89% this year. However, last year, it was 11% more than this thing. So like this, can see a comparative one that in comparison to the last academic year versus this year, what is the increase or decrease in terms of the percentage. And the extreme end, there's a section of the remark column where it's being mentioned that for all these negative downs, the failed ones or these drop down ones, what has been the reason, so that a complete better report, a better analysis can be presented in front of the management. Like in the case of, if we'll speak case of the Valapi here, the second last teacher here, 3 students failing in one subject, and that has been the reason of the dip out here. So proper remarks will really help that, okay, that this particular drop down of the down of the performance has led to this particular reason. Now in this one, if you want to look to a specific teacher here, you have to just click on the name here. So let's say Leonida, I've just clicked on the one name here and I got the complete report of that particular teacher. Now here you can see Mr. Gagan is one of the teacher. He's a science and maths teacher. His current rank is 8. However, his previous year rank was 10. So, and then again, Below is the respective a sort of a summarized dashboard is here that what all classes he take it. Class level subject detail view where we can see the 9 classes, total 320 students, total 70 assessments he has taken so far. 98% has been the average attendance to the examination. Then again, the average time is around 2 days for which the assessment has gone for. 78% is the scores marks, 25% is the assessment overall average class-wise scores. 78% is the average result, 78% is the exam difficulty, and 78% is the Bloom mix one, what we understand from the understanding, analytical, and the learning point, remembering point of view. Similarly, downstairs you will see the list of the different subjects and the classes which is taken by him. So he's a maths teacher, so the subject will remain common, but we have classes and the different sections here. What is the percentage of the course completed? What is the assessment taken? What has been the result so far? And what is the average attendance into the respective paper here? So the complete students that belongs to this particular teacher, the complete glimpse has been presented in a very detailed manner here. Moving down towards the next part, so here we will see a class level subject detail view where we have like 320 is a student base, the complete one. 78% is average score, 68% it's about the average score from the lots, and 98% is from the HOTS one. That is the above analytical figures. And similarly downstairs, we will see the respective results of the different students that we have it here. So here we have a class, section, subject, the result percentage, assessments taken. Then again, we have the different parameters in terms of remembering, understanding, and application, that what has been the percentage. Now, as for example, for class 9th P mathematics, for remembering, 97% of the students have gained in that part, for understanding 97%, and even for application as well, 97% we have it here. So like this, in the front of the management, the complete analytical report, right from the faculties, students, and every comparison things has been presented very well so that you can go ahead and take a proper decision. And if somewhere in the academic year at some time someone is lacking or needs an improvement, a complete feedback can be given to them so that then appropriate action can be taken and we can look out for a better results. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day.